I was a bit annoyed because there was one Darkfall Lost Souls episode where we had like 4 minutes of gaff, but the only thing I was able to extract from it was ah.
What? How did we get back here? What? Wait. Oh, okay. It's those.
Hi, I'm moving. I'm moving.
I forgot where the journal was located. I guess
At the desk, yes.
or I hadn't paid attention to where we picked up the said journal. Oh well.
Of course you didn't.
Hey, man, it all looks the same to me.
To be fair, Spire does look... Yeah.
Aww. It's a pretty flower.
Your faith in me is truly amazing.
I'm a terrible person.
How long before I kill
Oh,
this?
except actually.
Well, no. He just has no faith in his ability to plants.
No green thumb on Cirrus.
Ergo evil.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something.
Well, I mean, he's got the goatee already, so...
He did genetically modify plants to make it so he wouldn't starve to death.
That's the point, actually. Why did Atris trap them in locations where presumably they had no food to begin with?
No, he made sure that they could sustain human life before he made them trap books.
Uh-huh.
Well, you see, original canon is they're just stuck in the link for years.
Yeah. And
But-
sustained by pure magic.
New canon, retcon canon, is that, yeah, like, they just don't age, like, no time passes in the link. But the new canon is, yeah, they did this. This is a survivable location, if only barely.
They just have to figure everything out for themselves.
Yeah.
Which, I mean...
To be fair, he didn't ever expect his sons to end up in this.
Still, that... Yeah, that does seem
Press
kind of...
button.
It does seem kind of cruel to me, but, you know. Ah. Jeez, this looks like something straight out of Lord of the Rings or something. Are we going into Isengard now, or what?
No, we're just going up an elevator.
I'm still not convinced that we are not, in fact, in either Isengard or Mordor at the moment.
Okay, there's that statue. So, we're just where we started.
Right?
So back down we go.
Yeah, but... Well, that seems like a very pointless elevator trip that we took then.
Pretty much.
Can we go down?
We can, yes. Am I going to? Probably not.
You're very bad at this showing off where we need to go.
Oh.
There
There
we go. Was that a transition that I saw?
Of course not. That would be absurd.
In that looks like wood.
It is rock.
That is very woody rock.
Are you ready to watch me fail at puzzles?
No.
Okay.
For how... Some bendy gemstones they got there.
So quartz samples are visibly affected when cables 1, 2 are set correctly and 3 is powered by less than 5.
Oh. Oh yeah. That thing. Which does in fact look a lot like the thingamajigger in Myst Online.
I apologize in advance because some of the puzzles I tried to like explain in text, if only for my sake right now because I've forgotten how some of the stuff works.
And you blame me for forgetting everything. Jeez.
Because it's fun. It's fun to do that.
Yeah, how long has it been since you actually recorded this? Like a month?
And a half. I never said I was very good at the selfie thing.
Well, I mean, you recorded Myst Online almost 4 months ago now. So that'll be
Oh dear.
that'll be interesting when that starts going live.
Like, oh, by the way, this like shut down 2 months ago. Just, thought I'd put this up anyways. Actually, it shouldn't shut down. It should not shut down for a while.
Yeah.
Everyone go donate to Myst Online right now, please.
Hopefully not dead by the time we do our
Actually,
coverage.
LP it.
Yeah. Oh boy, that would be weird.
That would be so disappointing.
Yeah, it's okay. It would come back to life like a year from now anyway.
Oh, jeez, it's true. Alright, so does not appear to be anything else on this desk. So
Are we
that only leads this direction.
are we wandering around for more hints as to the nature of the puzzle that we are stuck on?
Well, duh. This is an adventure game, after all. Oh, relax.
On that note, actually, I would be. I can't really justify affording it at the moment, but I would love to actually do the new King's Quest game because it looks really good, actually.
And you do want to get out of the dock, don't you? After all these years of trying?
Have you ever played King's Quest?
I was told to avoid them because they'd make me hate adventure games.
Well, the old ones probably, but I mean,
So, yeah, I didn't.
obviously, I haven't played the new one. I haven't seen the entirety of the. It's an episodic game, but it's kind of like using a mixture of the Telltale style of adventure game with more classic point and click adventure game mannerisms as well. Like
I'd be up for that.
yeah, it's like combined into a single game. So it has like an opening that's very reminiscent of Dragon's Lair, but then like following on from that, you get the like inventory puzzles that you have to kind of logic your way through so that you can progress. And yeah, it looks really good, and
I'm looking for paper. Ignore me, please.
I am. Don't worry.
Good.
But I would love to. Like I've never played the old King's Quest games either, but I've watched them played on YouTube and stuff, and yeah, the new one looks really pretty great actually. Even from an adventure game logic standpoint, like there's a lot of the puzzles I've seen so far have actually been things that normal people would be able to figure out.
So this is terrible.
Yeah.
See how it says you must have 6 lightning conductors charging cable, 1 to this route? So all these 8s you see, they're lies.
Why?
Because 6 is correct.
Because the game hates you?
Yeah, and I'm not making the connection between the two papers I've seen already. I'm completely failing at like everything right now. So continue talking.
I probably would as well, to be honest.
I'm also an idiot because it says quartz at the top there, and I'm just bad at life. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. How many more of these papers do we have to find?
I think there's like 7.
Oh, jeez.
And only the Nara one like properly explains how to what frequency to use.
Wow. So is that what we're going to be doing for the rest of this video?
No. We should be heading over somewhere else as well.
Yay.
Once I come to terms with the movement. Okay, we're good.
But no, one of the early puzzles in the new King's Quest game is like you're trying to find a way into a city or town that has had all of the bridges like mysteriously vanish. And so there are a bunch of prospective knights standing on one end of the cliff where one of the bridges has disappeared from. And it's the area where the knights are standing has been kind of roped off with like parade procession kind of banners. And there are guards standing in front of the banners who are like, oh, you can't pass here by decree of our jobs and everything. And then they're like, but we would have to abandon our post if, say, someone were in extreme distress. And so you go down a hill and you see that there are some rocks leading into a flowing river. And there's a tree nearby that has a beehive on it as well. So like the way you
I like where this is going.
Yeah, the way you solve the problem of the guards is, you jump onto the rocks and then leap into the river and call out for help, and all the guards come running. They pull you out of the water, and then they're standing in a circle near the tree. So you knock the tree, and it knocks a beehive down into them, and then they're being like chased off by bees, and you can get to where all the knights are. And it's like, yeah, that's a pretty cute little logic puzzle that isn't absurd.
Like the original King's Quests.
Like old Sierra games. Oh boy.
So here's his bed. Isn't that just terrible?
That looks incredibly comfortable. I don't know what you're talking about.
What kind of a move is that?
Don't you like sleeping on
You had me, Father. You totally had me.
on rocks?
But now you're leaving your queen wide open. Getting the narrow chess pieces out of you was more of a challenge.
Now, if you remember, which you don't, back on Tamana, Atreus is playing the game is like, if he doesn't see that I've trapped the queen, I could win this game in 2 moves. So it's
yeah.
some sort of strange foreshadowing of foreshadowingness.
But isn't that is that actually like relevant to anything, or is that just more world building?
We do need to, like, now we know how he got the Nara chess piece. Alright, so you can see that that's at
Commencing rock test
notch
29.
7.
Yes, this should be.
Oh, really?
Should be the
Also,
one.
this is an octagon. Or circle. I can't quite tell. All I know is he broke it.
Welp.
Quite badly.
Okay, that one was significantly more confusing.
Don't worry, I don't make heads or tails of it either until it's way too late.
Like the first one, the shape was pretty obvious, but what? What is even going? I don't.
I hate this clue. This clue is terrible. It doesn't even say what rock is relevant in which you have to put exactly 20 units of power. Are you annoyed?
So, how much meddling did Ubisoft have in the making of this game?
The garden is the only amount you need. Ah, jeez, and I delete some of these pictures because I'm not smart. You're just gonna have to go with me on it. Ubisoft had. Ah, jeez.
Because
I don't even know.
Well,
they had Team Revelation working on it.
Yeah, this one wasn't developed by Cyan, and it was the first one not developed by Cyan, right?
No. Myst 3 was done by Presto Studios. And this one was still, Cyan was involved.
I guess I must have missed that. But it's the first one not made by, like, the original team, who...
Well, no, Myst 3 also was done by Ubisoft and Presto Studios with, Cyan was busy working on Myst Online.
I didn't think 3 had the Ubisoft logo at the beginning of it and everything.
It did.
It did? I don't...
Should have, because it's a Ubisoft game.
I don't remember that at all. And now
You
I
don't remember many things.
well, no, but like I feel like I would have remarked about Myst 3 being published by Ubisoft. Maybe
we did.
Maybe I did, and I
I
just
think we did.
maybe I just don't remember it because that was like a month ago. Okay. I've been so distracted by trying to do Batman, like, and Portal, and
As all of us would be, yes.
yeah. Like I keep thinking about it, and I'm like, it's legitimately been, you know, almost 4 weeks since I even played a video game, because the last time I played anything was when I would finish the recording for our Batman Arkham City, and I just haven't done anything, like haven't played anything since then.
Man, LP is hard work. Alright, so I'm counting those.
Uh-huh.
I forget how many there are, but I think it's 36.
Are these the, like, related to the notches and stuff that we've been seeing?
No, the notches are different. But they all coalesce into one puzzle involving this stupid, horrible, awful, board. Fun fact, I've installed the patch 1.03 because the original game, this puzzle was required, like, pro gamer reflexes.
How?
Because you had to set the resonance, like the resonance frequencies, in a certain order, right? Because one would last the longest, then one would last not as long, then another not as long, then the shortest one. You have to set them in that order, otherwise they would, like, stop resonating, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, that was too hard. So now, like, I set them in the wrong order by accident because I'm just too pro for this, but so it works anyways because it gives you a lot more time to actually, like, do this puzzle. Because they forgot that mostly dads and mums play Myst, apparently.
Because it's the least violent video game of all time.
Myst 4 was rated T for violence. Oh, by the way.
Was it the first one rated T?
Yep.
I want to see...
And the last.
Oh, well, okay. I want to see an M-rated gritty remake of the first Myst game.
How do? It would have, like, an intro sequence of everyone being killed,
Yeah.
but then how do?
Well,
Maybe they could leave the carcasses around Mechanical Age.
yeah, you know, and just have a whole lot more, like, blood and severed heads and stuff in the Akinar's throne room, and, you know, have, like,
That would be surreally hilarious.
the desiccated remains of a sheep or something. I don't know. Have a
Actually, could be done.
have an actual, like, decapitated ram that functions as, like, a helm that he wore.
Well, they did a good job making him look completely disturbed in the first game anyways.
Exactly, you know, whatever. It's fine.
Hey, stupid me, turn the thing on first.
I have absolutely no idea how this puzzle that, like, this super puzzle is supposed to work. Like, I've been trying to follow this as we go, but I don't understand literally anything about what this area is supposed to be about.
Okay, I'm trying to... Do you see on the right side, the little tube has, like, that tiny notch in
Yeah.
the second to bottom?
Yeah.
I'm trying to apply a certain amount of magnets. Like, I have 2 power going to the top magnet, and now I put 7 power in the bottom magnet,
Uh-huh.
which brings it to the right level.
Oh, so we were moving the rock at the moment. Or
Yeah.
the rock with
We now
solar
can
sailors?
use that.
What?
We can now use that rock. Use the rock to fly.
Oh, so it actually is like a solar sailor.
Of course.
Well, All right. It's okay.
In which I'm going to save game with great flailingness.
Yeah. And then we take off because
Yeah, we're gonna fly over the chasm in Iraq.
Because our planet needs us.